Alright, so now the point in the story, I have this new little camera, and I don't have any different way to film with it other than the way I had the phone hooked up, but that seemed to work okay. It wasn't a huge issue. It got in my way when I was trying to cast a little bit, and but other than that, it seemed fine. So I decided that I was just gonna run with that, but now I have a camera that shouldn't die on me right away. And that's when I went one of the days after work, I ran over and did some filming at another place that I actually had some more hope for, to kind of figure out how it was gonna look and how this camera worked and everything. And again, it turned into more technical learning about filming than it did being able to fish. The little camera, it comes with doesn't come with it, but you can download an app and actually remote controlly operate this camera. So when it's stuck on your on your chest or whatever, you can't really see the little, whatever this is called, the display. You can't see it to frame what you're trying to film. And I just started filming and I just have it, so I didn't know what would be in the frame, and I didn't know anything. So my idea was I used the phone to remotely control it just until I can figure out where I need to hold my hands and where I need to position it and to make it look all nice and whatnot. So I'm sitting there by the shore with my phone in my hand and the fishing rod in my other hand, and it connects through Wi-Fi, and I'm looking at it and it's real bright and it's hard to see, and there's this rock on the jetty, so I put the phone on the rock and it's too far. It starts breaking connection, so I have to hold it in my hand and try to look around to see which way it looks good when I'm filming this stuff. And so this is what I'm doing out here, and I don't have that much time because the sun's going down. So majority of my time is figuring things like that out. And of course, what happens is the phone basically starts dying instantly. So there you go. And what I ended up doing was I had it out enough where I can see the display as I was filming, so I could tell it looked decent to me, but it's a little tiny display. So I filmed until the sun went down, basically until the battery went dead, and then I went home and I looked at the video, and it was okay video, but it was facing too far down. It was weird. All you could see was the water in my hands. There was all this scenery and all this nice things going on, and I just couldn't see it in the frame. And even I didn't always have it down. I had it up in even that case, but it was about here, and I thought maybe that was a problem. It was off to the side a little bit. So back to the drawing board, and I decided, well, this camera has a function where it'll film upside down, I guess, if you want the camera upside down. So basically my fix for that was to turn it this way and have it a little further down. And again, I couldn't see it. The phone was giving me problems again, and I couldn't see what I was filming. So that's what I did today. Basically, I zip tied it this way and was moving it around, and I filmed basically and killed the whole battery. So I'm about to go back and watch the video, and hopefully it looks okay. If it doesn't, I went to Walmart. This is more of a small town area, St. Augustine. It's not huge. It's not tiny, but it's also there's not a lot of stores here. So I went around after it started raining and looked for one of those chest things that everyone has, because it seems like it's going to be the solution for me. But anyway, I filmed today upside down, and I was moving the camera around and doing whatever, and I was able to cast a lot easier. So we'll see how the video came out, and I'll make a video of that trip or whatever. I don't know if I'll put it on here or I'll make it a separate video or whatever, but that is the evolution of my filming. I went from just having a phone to now I have a phone. Well, actually it was a phone and then a selfie stick, and then I got that tripod, and then I got this camera. So next thing will probably be the chest thing. And I also figured out when this thing's in its waterproof case, there's no audio to it. I figured that out the first time I took it out. So I just cracked the thing at the end and I was able to hear some stuff on it. So I gotta figure that out. If I'm on a kayak or a paddleboard and I have this, how am I gonna get audio? So I think that would be maybe the phone. Once I either get a new phone or get this one fixed, because it's in a waterproof case. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, when it's in its waterproof case too, the phone, the audio's pretty bad also. So we'll have to figure that kind of stuff out. But basically, it's a big learning curve. I'm trying to get a hold of it. You know, I got real basic stuff, but I think I'm getting to the point where I can actually fish. Today, you know, for the first time, when I had this on, I was actually fishing. For maybe 20 minutes, I actually was not really paying attention to this. I was actually fishing, but who knows what the video is going to come out like. My hands could be like, it could be like this. Oh, great picture. But you know, so we'll see what happens. It's a learning process for me. I promise you there's going to be fish. I've been fishing for a long time. We catch lots of fish every year. I just got to learn how to get that on film. It's not as easy as it seems. That's another thing that you don't think about when you first start your channel, is that you're limited on batteries on this. Even on this, you know, it doesn't die, but I'm limited on battery. So you got to like turn it on, you know, when there's a high probability that you're going to catch something. So I got to figure that out. And that was another thing that kind of happened today, is when it's upside down, you can't see the light when it's recording. So I was having to like turn it around, turn it up, turn it on, record, make sure it was recording, then turn it back around. You know what I mean? So that's another reason I think that little chest thing, the light will be on top, and then I could just see the buttons and I can hit it and it'll start recording. And hopefully after a while I just know where this is going to be pointing, and I'll know how to move my body so that you know the things I want seen in the video are seen, and it's not just my hands in the way, but I'd also like, you know, some of the casting and the reeling to be in there. So I got to figure all that out, and probably the next thing is going to be to figure out how to get better sounds and all these things. So I'm going to keep trying to do this and keep posting, and any lesson that I learn as I go along, I'm going to try to share it with you guys, and hopefully you learn something and you find the information entertaining and useful, and hopefully one day I'll have subscribers and they could tell me other things that I'm not knowing right now, and they can help me out, you know. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully one day I'll have a bunch of videos of me catching fish for you, and until then I hope this is entertaining. See you guys later.